Welcome back, all you wonderful, amazing, beautiful humans, creatures, souls. I can go on and on. Welcome back to the Olga S. Pérez Show. I'm your host, Olga, and how you doing? How you doing? Let me know when you're in the live chat today. Make sure to comment, like, share. You know what I'm getting into today? Do you know what I'm getting into today? Did you guys read the description? Because I was warned. I've not seen this video, as you know. I always go live. I always do it live and raw and real. And, but people were commenting like, hey, so I wrote, viewer discretion advised. Yes, we are doing Samson today. The most highly voted for now in this particular song. But before I get into that, get ready. Welcome, Drew. Drew.underground. Hello. Great to see you. Welcome. Samson, that's right. We're doing Samson, baby. All right. So I guess I just get right into it. There's no other introduction needed because today's podcast and today's live stream is strictly this song by Samson. Just leave the kids out of it. So, yeah. I don't believe his song hasn't been censored, so I shouldn't be censored, right? All right. Every time like I have an anticipation to do one of these live reactions, I get a little nervous. I get a little verklempt. But so it takes me a minute, and I want you guys to also take a minute, have time to come in here. But no matter what, make sure to like this if you like this content, if it makes you smile, if it does anything for you. Comment, always, even if you're watching the replay, comment. Your comments are my fuel. I do read them, and I will respond. They're everything. Share this so that more people know that there are people that are still going to say what they really think. And, we all have our own unique style, but what's up, We always inspire each other, right? Somebody inspired me. Somebody inspired you at some point, sometime in your life. And that's, continuous, right? There's always inspirational moments, at least those who are actually actively looking for it. And sometimes it just happens, right? Because just life happens, right? Okay. All right. Without further ado, hey, Ty Mueller, what's up? Welcome. Great to see you. Thank you for joining me live. Okay. I am screen sharing right now. I don't know what I'm getting into, but I'm liking the title. And most important, your request. And if you haven't seen the poll that I already did, I did a poll. Check it out. I can repost a new one and see who's the next artist and song music video you guys want me to react to. Because there's so many at this point that I'm like, I don't know which one to do next. I want to make everybody happy, right? But you can't make everybody happy. It's just impossible. But as you can see, I am screen sharing. And here we go. Just leave the kids out of it by Samson.
Something's coming. Something's coming.
Okay. Did not expect this at all. Okay. All right.
Oh my god. I don't know what to do.
Again, if you're still missing this and you get to hear later, no wonder everyone's like, hey, warning. Okay, viewer discretion advised. Newborn sucking biological male breast. This is the video we're watching for those who are just listening.
Oh, I have to put it over here.
Helpless baby man with arrows. Are they getting milk? I've actually seen, I remember seeing the video of this couple whenever it happened. I don't know if it was like a year ago or so. Again, Never thought that this would be in. I hope I got the right video. Let me double check. Oh, it's definitely Samson. Okay. Okay. And I remember thinking what I was thinking then, and I'm sure thinking it right now. It's like, what are you doing? Like, no insult. You be who you want to be, dress how you want to dress, name yourself whatever you want. Like, you can do whatever you want because that's the whole point of freedom. But this stuff to me is like, did they speak to a physician? Like, I mean, there would be a common sense part of me going, no, this isn't possible. But I understand that you want this to happen. So you're like, I'm going to do whatever I can. Like, I wanted to be a boy when I was a little girl, and, I acted like one, but I still was a little girl, and I was aware of it, and I was okay with it, but I still wanted to act like a boy because they climbed trees, and I didn't want to play with Barbies and dolls. I wanted to climb trees and, drive go-karts and et cetera, et cetera. But this, it's like, again, without judgment, but as a human being, I'm going, this, there's something mentally not right here. Again, not judgment. So I got deep compassion for people with all kinds of issues, and we all have our own issues, but some have deeper issues, harder issues, more complicated issues. So I'm trying to be lighthearted about this topic. It's not about offending anybody, but this is mentally not computing. Okay.
The baby has been able to latch, but I've not been able to produce any milk. It's okay because we're gonna supplement the feeding with formula so that my baby's still getting the nutrients that they need.
Here comes my boy.
And it goes a little something like this. That's fucked up. And if that makes me a bigot, well then what's up?
That's fucked up. And if that makes me a bigot, oh, you don't disappoint, Samson. Give me a second. Gotta rewind that.
I'm cool with this. That's fucked up. And if that makes me a bigot, well then what's up? I'm cool with whatever you identify with, but I'll tell you right now, I ain't getting behind this. You can hate me and accuse me as crazy and come up with a bunch of different dumb excuses to say to me, but no matter what you think about this dude and this lady, that's straight up sexual abuse of a baby.
Oh, look. And you don't have to even have like the disclaimer that I'm not, a psychologist or psychiatrist, but oh God. But the baby doesn't know yet, Samson. The baby's just like, where's the milk? Right? You remember that old commercial? I don't know if it's still running around because I don't watch cable anymore. And I'm proud of that one. But you know what I mean? When they're like, got milk?
Just because your nipples look like milk doesn't mean you'll be able to produce any milk from them. It's a baby. Of course it's gonna latch to your udder.
That's right. That's right.
It doesn't know the fucking difference between the dad and the mother. You already admitted that the kid ain't getting nothing, but you keep on doing it, and to me that's sick and disgusting.
Okay. That would sound like a judgment, right? Like, to me that's sick and disgusting. But it is sick in that, again, like I said, like there's a problem mentally here. And so when we're sick, we can either be mentally sick, right? Mental illness, right? Okay. So I'm
And it doesn't, you already admitted that the kid ain't getting nothing, but you keep on doing it, and to me that's sick and disgusting. It doesn't benefit shit, there's no nutritional value, no matter how long that baby sucks on your nipples, so how about you just stop? It ain't a freaking project, you can't fuck up and tell the teacher that you didn't drop it. Your kid's licking hair and sweat off a bare chest, and I'm gonna question you two as parents? Yes, of course I am.
Yeah, of course I am.
This is way past politics, no matter if you're left or right, this is bad, all of it. We used to care about the young and look out for their safety, now as long as we're happy, fuck them, they don't count, they're babies. The man's a woman and the woman's a man, but the man had the baby cause only a woman can. And as soon as he gave birth and the baby came out, they switched back. See, do you hear how fucking crazy I sound? Ain't it funny? The ones who say follow the science seem to be the same ones that always defy it. I'm sorry if I get it wrong, it's complicated stuff. It's like we're all bored and now we're starting to make shit up. How far are we gonna let this go? That's an honest question. You can let me know below in the comment section. I believe you should be who you want to be, cause this is the land of the free, but that's the wrong direction. That video was fucked up. I'll say it loud. If you think that's okay, fuck you, I'll say it proud.
That's what I like. Just say it. Exactly. You say it loud, you say it proud. That, to me, it doesn't matter if we agree or disagree. That, to me, that's gold right there. I'm going to say it. You don't like it? Don't listen. Change the channel.
Video was fucked up. I'll say it loud. If you think that's okay, fuck you, I'll say it proud. I'm just looking out for the baby, but watch, this is gonna be the video that ends up being taken down. But that's the world we live in, and this is what we get. A man's nipple in a baby's...
Just because it's the world we live in doesn't mean we have to accept it. We've allowed it to become this way. Now, and every day, and every moment, we make a choice, and we allow, just like the 5... Not even probably 5%, but I wanted to say like the 5 people that are making the loudest noise and speaking for all of us. And we're just like, whatever. Like, but this, no, no, we have to have that counter argument. And it's not about argument like, do you, but then I can do me, right? I mean, this is just ridiculous. Ridiculous. And you know what I mean by ridiculous. It's not just, oh, yeah, it's ridiculous. That's what I think. No. What's good for you is good for me, right? Right. Because if it's not, then I'm going to do what you don't want me to do. You do you, I do me. Done. End of the freaking argument.
Pucker lips, there's absolutely... That's the world we live in, and this is what we get. A man's nipple and a baby's pucker lips. There's absolutely no point of doing it. It's sick. I mean, at that point, you might as well let it suck your dick.
No wonder viewers' discretion advised. At this point, you can suck my... Samson, you're special, baby.
Forget it.
Forget it. Is that it? That's the whole song? Nuh-uh. Wow. I didn't even look. Again, I didn't cheat at all. Like I always tell you, and I never do. 2 minutes and 48 seconds. Okay, so for this to so highly requested, I'm gonna bring them back to. I don't want to see those two. I want to see the lyrics on point. This is more than a song. Again, the simplicity, the naturalness of his productions. And his infamous mullet. This time it looks curly. I think sometimes he has it like combed out, which I love too.
It goes a little something like this.
That's fucked up, and if that makes me a bigot, well then what's up? I'm cool with whatever you identify with, but I'll tell you right now,
I want to know this guy's parents. Do you guys know his parents? I want to know his parents. Who raised him?
I ain't getting behind this. You can hate me and accuse me as crazy and come up with a bunch of different dumb excuses to say to me, but no matter what you think about this dude and this lady, that's straight up sexual abuse of a baby. Just because your nipples look like milk doesn't mean you'll be able to produce any milk from them. It's a baby, of course it's gonna latch to your udder. It doesn't know the fucking difference between the dad and the mother. You already admitted that the kid ain't getting nothing, but you keep on doing it, and to me that's sick and disgusting. It doesn't benefit shit, there's no nutritional value no matter how long that baby sucks on your nipples. So how about you just stop?
I don't care what the subject of this song is. Anybody, everybody can know, like, why don't you just stop? Just stop. Yeah. Sometimes like, okay, I'll hold your hand. I'll hear you out. I'll try to be understanding and accepting and all this stuff. But there's always a moment where you're like, okay, stop. 100%. No matter what situation it's like, no. We don't have to go in circles here. Some things many things, in fact, are pretty simple. Don't give me this shit.
It ain't a frickin' project, you can't fuck up and tell the teacher that you didn't drop it. Your kid's licking hair and sweat off a bare chest, and I'm gonna question you to his parents? Yes, of course I am.
Ah, right? Yes, of course I am. Ah. I just like that feeling, that thought, that attitude that he comes through in most of all of his songs so far that I've watched. And now this, of course. Look at you, Samson.
This is way past politics. No matter if you're left or right, this is bad, all of it. We used to care about the young and look out for their safety. Now as long as we're happy, fuck them, they don't count, they're babies.
But Samson, here's a little insight. It's been happening for a long time. It doesn't even, forget about the trans or, whatever, the inverted world, the upside down world, the in denial world. This has been happening for a long time. Hello, no kid left behind, or, I want to be my kid's best friend. Good luck. Because if you did even any research, like that's my thing. If you're going to be a parent, you're a parent. And you're like, I just want to be their best friend, or I'm just going to give them everything they want. I'm going to give them everything my parents didn't give me. Well, I don't know about you, but and most times, when you buy a house or you buy a car, whenever you make a decision or you get a cat or a dog or a pet, I mean, don't you shouldn't you go, okay, how do I take care of this? What's the best way to take care of it? Don't you do some research? Don't you read some books? Especially there was that old book that's been around for over 50 years about how to have a baby or something like that. Again, don't quote me on the exact word of that book, but you know what I'm saying? And women would all be reading it, getting themselves ready for their firstborn. And now all of a sudden it's, oh, we don't need to do any of that. And the doctor just says, hey, if you're going to breastfeed, just latch it on for, we'll teach you how to latch it on if the baby doesn't do it naturally. Some babies do, some babies don't. I mean, there's all these little, neat ways of making it all work on helping the mother, especially a new mother, right? Educating the parents. But also, are they making sure, or you as a parent, and again, no judgment, but for me, I used to be a daycare provider and I was a teacher as well afterwards. That's how I put myself through college. That was my first major. And it's I always ask parents, I go, did you ever get CPR certified or anything like that? I'm just saying. So I wonder if that couple, did they get certified? Maybe they did. I don't know. I really didn't do the research. I'm just watching this video live for the first time. But of course I have a lot to say, because this is ridiculous that, again, no kid left behind or everybody gets a prize. There's no first, second, and third. And I'm not even I'm not a supporter at all of competition. I don't really think it makes us better. I really don't. And I think it always does that whole, I'm better than you, or, look at the winner, and the way we treat winners is different than the losers. But to go to the extreme that you didn't have to do squat, you don't even hold the bat right or whatever it is that you're doing. And, oh, good job. Takes me back to that movie, Hercules. I mean, you got to laugh. You got to laugh not to cry, number one, right? But at the end of the day, there's no question here that somebody on the top, somebody who's in charge ultimately, is doing this because somebody's telling them to do it. And why? Well, let's all break common sense down. And that way, we can manipulate even more. So we already dumb people down. We keep lying to them. And then we're going to take common sense away. And that way they can clearly never think for themselves. And we're going to shut you down when you do, because clearly that's a threat to my agenda. What's the agenda? Well, why would somebody benefit from supporting mental illness, especially? And Samson, I never thought about it. I never thought of this situation when I saw that video prior to knowing that you made this video, that could be looked at as a form of child abuse. Well, I mean, if they starved a kid, that would be more like child abuse. But they did say they supplement it with formula. For those of you that don't know, let me tell you, not all women produce milk. Real women, by the way. Biologically born women that gave birth, et cetera, et cetera. And from what I remember in this story, he was the male, the person trying to breastfeed, And she who had her breast removed. Wow. I mean, and why would they promote it? Why would it go out there? Like, we're supposed to feel sorry. What about all the women that are biologically not able to breastfeed? That they can't produce milk? Or sometimes the baby latches, or sometimes the baby has aspiration issues, and so they can choke while suckling. Not necessarily the breast, even with a bottle, but now they make bottles where the flow will go slower so the baby doesn't choke. Or, if you didn't know this, they also, because I used to be a translator at Children's Hospital, for real, and they would mix things kind of like, not oatmeal to be specific, but some kind of form of a cereal that would thicken the milk so that they wouldn't choke. Like, see, I can go on and on. I wonder if that's also why you guys asked me to do this song.
Man's a woman and the woman's a man, but the man had the baby cause only a woman can. And as soon as he gave birth and the baby came out, they switched back. See, do you hear how fucking crazy I sound? Ain't it funny? The ones who say follow the science seem to be the same ones that always defy it. I'm sorry if I get it wrong, it's complicated stuff. It's like we're all bored and now we're starting to make shit up. How far are we gonna let this go? That's an honest question. You can let me know below in the comment section. I believe you should be who you want to be, cause this is the land of the free, but that's the wrong direction. That video was fucked up. I'll say it loud. If you think that's okay, fuck you, I'll say it proud. I'm just looking out for...
Love that. That's beautiful. That gives me chills right there. I'll say it loud. I'll say it proud. And if fuck you. Yeah.
The baby, but watch, this is gonna...
Because that's how we really feel. I don't care. I'm a professional. I know how to act wherever I'm at in certain situations. But when I'm behind closed doors in my home with my friends, my family, well, yeah, some of my family can't handle this kind of attitude, but but you know what I mean? And if you can't handle it, I'm like, don't hang out with me then. Don't talk to me. Because this is how I am when I'm not having to be put in this scenario, okay? This is it. I feel just like this. Like, what?
Be the video.
I got one more.
It's okay, fuck you, I'll say it proud. Video is fucked up. I'll say it loud. If you think that's okay, fuck you, I'll say it proud. I'm just looking out for the baby, but watch, this is gonna be the video that ends up being taken down. But that's the world we live in, and this is what we get. A man's nipple and a baby's pucker lips. There's absolutely no point of doing it, it's sick. I mean, at that point, you might as well let it suck your dick. Forget it. Like I said,
I'm not laughing because I think it's funny. I don't. Oh, no, you don't. No, don't want to see this face. No. Again, this is all, to me, another part of mental freaking illness over here. That was intense. Did you guys see how red I am? Can you tell? Look at this. Look at my neck. Look at this. Not lying. That's what emotions does. That's what real shit does. And if you are getting verklempt and red and flustered, not this moment, maybe not this video, but whatever it is. Again, let's say the community that feels so marginalized, and again, the trans movement, etc. Oh my God, guys. Funny how I just saw a clip right before this live of that Dylan, which of course I'm going to talk about, but not today. Today's about Samson. But it's funny how it's exactly like, and Mr. Biden, President Biden, and what should we do? And Biden's like, yeah, ethically and morally, yeah, because you guys are the most. I mean, there was a lot said, right? So I'm going to dissect it on the next live tomorrow. But it's like, no, because they're the most, because the Dylan who's having the girl experience, it's like, you're having the acting experience, like an actor who dresses up as somebody else, whether it's a different sex, whatever it is, you're acting. So you're an actor and you're going to create this movement like a religion. And Biden's like, yeah, ethically and morally, like this mother is God? Are we out of our freaking mind? And I believe, because I only took a quick glance, guys, I believe AOC was sitting next to him, of course. And didn't he wear like a little coat that I think she wore at some other event that she went or something? And I've clearly seen it, it's a staple. It's like a fashion statement. And I mean, he did look good. Whoever did his makeup and hooked him up. Notice I keep saying he. But the costume, they did a really good job. And his presentation was completely like the acting that he does on his TikToks. Because this guy apparently, actually, I discovered him on TikTok a few months ago. And I'm like, matter of fact, it was specifically a scene where he's frolicking in the woods in heels, like, that's a girl, and this is how we do. Listen, I've been back in the day, they used to call women like me fag hags. To this day, my best friends are gay men, specifically. I don't do well with female gay, but that's okay. I love them all. I love everyone equally. You're a good person. You treat me good. I love you. You're not a good person. I just run away. I just stay away from you. Okay? You do you. And whoever wants to put up with your shit, go ahead. I'm not. I'm for when they say treat others the way you want to be treated. But, some people think that being an asshole is the way you should act. That's a whole, fine. Find a bunch of assholes like you. No problem. But in my sphere, I don't want you to kiss my ass. I definitely want you to tell me what you don't like. Jesus, please. I've definitely had my share. I have it every day. Okay, maybe you shouldn't be so loud. Or maybe you should just fucking walk away from me. How about that? Maybe you should just shut up. Maybe, like they say, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. And I know it's an old school, doesn't apply for every little single thing, but it's not a really bad idea. Because that's how I learned to shut my mouth. And then when I did open it, is usually to defend myself or to call out something that was unjust or abusive, like a kid getting beaten up. I'm at the supermarket in line. Like, I know that I'll get lashed at, and God knows maybe that person has a gun. They can pull a gun on me, whatnot. But I'll try whatever I can. I won't just sit there and watch it happen. I'll say something nice. Maybe I'll even, as you can see. Anyway, that moment, that video that I saw on TikTok where she's frolicking, the pretender. I'm like, that's mocking. That's mocking. And how about all that blackface, but not the woman face? See, I'm over it. I'm over okay, well, if you can do it, I can do it too. No, it's a free fall, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen. Cats, dogs, I don't care. It's a free fall. You're free. Do what you want. But don't expect people to like it. That's the life. That's the world we live in. It doesn't even matter whether you're in America or what country you're in. We're talking animal behavior. We're talking natural. If I give you a piece of lemon, you might go, that's good, that's sweet. Next person's like, all freaking soured out. You know what I'm saying? What, is the lemon the bad thing? Jesus. We're supposed to be reactive. They want us to not react. Impossible. And in fact, we should not. But instead of being combative, my style is more like, hey, you do you, I do me. What's wrong with that? And if you don't like it, go. Or you want me to go? I'll go. But don't tell me what I'm going to think, what I'm going to say. No. And you guys know, if I even censor myself at all on this channel, and again, if you don't know, if I ever disappear, I'm on Rumble, I'm on BitChute. But you know what? I'm also thinking, I just thought about it this morning, in fact, I'm going to put a link. Again, you can email me, but I'm going to actually put a link for you guys to sign up to. So forever, if anytime I disappear, whatever, I got your email. I'll give you, I'll give you the insight. I'll tell you what's happening, what's going on, and where I'm at, et cetera, et cetera. Because we didn't come this far so they can just take it whenever they want. With that being said, if I censor myself or I don't say certain words and I come up with little cue cards or I give you code names for the same word, it's just because, that whole saying, join them if you want to beat them. Because back in the day, because I was so combative, because I'm totally for people like, just let me be me. And if I'm different and I don't fit into the social cookie cutter. A friend of mine said, hey, Olga, why do you always have to go against the wave? Well, no, it's just because I was born into a world that is different than the way I think and feel. I'm not getting up every day going against it on purpose. A rebel without a cause, which is another stigma and little label I got from my own family, by the way. And I'm like, no, I just can't help it. I mean, the truth is the truth. And aren't your feelings the truth? But they're your truth, right? So if you said something to me that offended me and I react to it and you're like, well, I wouldn't get offended about that. You're right. Okay. Well, I just did. So we can either learn to realize what our triggers are, blah, blah, blah. But for you to tell me to stop being that way or stop thinking that way, so you want me to lie. You want me to lie. Is that what you really want? Just to spare your feelings. No, 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 because my feelings matter too, right? Why should your feelings matter more than mine? I mean, no, it's a free fall. No, do what you want, say what you want. But I think with kindness and love, it usually works pretty much. I'm telling you, all the time. People look at me when they actually are with me, like walking down the street or whatever I'm doing, and they're like, oh my God, or how did this happen to you? Or, oh my God, and how did you get this guy or that girl, whatever happened? And I'm like, you can diffuse, like de-escalate. But, oh my God, look at me, guys. Look how red I'm getting. Yeah, this touched a nerve for me. It's not the song, not the intro that he put. If you're just joining the live now, it's the feeling of people always telling you how to act, how to be, and how everything, if you are who you are, it offends them. And I do believe, not just believe, I know for a fact, nobody on this earth is 100% who they really are, because we'd all probably kill each other. At some point, you have to be a little accepting, diplomatic, you know what I mean? Like, okay, you choose your battles, but no. And oh my God, I can't believe today, the little clip of Biden with the Dylan dude and what to do. I think it was because I'm looking at their logo. Is it Vice Now or something? One of those in the square box. Forget. I've seen a bunch of like their videos. They do like a lot of short videos. Used to be insightful videos. Now, there they are in the office with their little cue cards with a little logo on it. And Biden's like, God? No president is God. No government, nobody is God except for God. And whatever that God is to you. Okay? That's it. Look at this guy. No. And he lies. And everybody lies. And everybody keeps lying. And we just sit there. What are we going to do? And we're just going to rebuttal with it? Like, that's wrong. Saying that group, the trans, are the most deaths of any group or something like that, right? Guys, don't quote me for exact words, but you get me if you've seen the clip. If you haven't, go watch it. If not, I will be playing it tomorrow. Are you kidding me? And we just sit there. I'm telling you, if everybody shut their freaking television cable off, like literally cancel it, don't even use the rabbit ears, nothing. What are they going to do if there's no eyes and ears listening? What are they going to do? Talk to themselves. Yeah. Oh. Ooh, mamma mia. Wow. Don't know if that's the reaction you guys wanted, but Samson, great style, well said. We can all feel that way. Even the people that are in that bracket, or the people that are defending those. And like I said in the beginning of this, I used to be called a fag hag. I don't know if that nowadays they consider that offensive, but don't give me this shit. You got problems, okay? I mean, if I have a friend of mine coming up to me, oh, I'm dating this person, this and that. Again, male, female, I don't care. Straight or gay. I got them all. When they're fucked up, they're fucked up. It's very simple. Oh, you're playing games or you're being a narcissist. You call a spade a spade. Don't tell me that because your feelings are hurt. Nobody gave a shit about my feelings. Why is that? Why? Is it supposedly the color of my skin? Again, you can be black and look white 100%. All the time. Happens all the time. Oh my God. And we're supposed to be profiling. That's what you do in the animal kingdom. You see a lion and your ego goes, run, or defend yourself. Like, so when people are like, oh my God, why'd you think I was Hispanic? Are you racially profiling me? Well, first of all, I'm Hispanic, supposedly, right? I mean, not supposedly, I mean, if you heard me before, then you know that the word Hispanic is incorrectly used, okay? Because we're all Latin descent, or some of us, like the Western, I mean, we can go down that rabbit hole. But there's no such thing as Latina, Hispanic, Latino. I mean, well then, there's not just people Spanish-speaking countries that are Latin. Just telling you, don't kill the messenger. And yeah, I'm partly Spanish. Like from Spain. Okay. Not a descendant of anything. So what? But I have this look. Oh, and I have blonde hair and I have light eyes. That happens. Who doesn't know that in Milan, the northern Italy, there's more? But even in Spain, it's all over. There's all kinds of looks. I can't wait to read your chats. And thank you. Thank you. If you haven't hit the like button, make sure to hit the like button, comment, share this video. That's the most important thing because they are literally definitely shadow ban me. They are literally, my friends are like, they can't even find me. Most of you guys have told me the same thing. So the only way to beat it, likes and in comments definitely help, but it doesn't matter. YouTube's already put me in the back saying, who cares? But sharing it, that's a whole nother ball game. Anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all your comments. Much love, always and forever. And I can't wait to see your live chat. So I'm going to look. Let's see who's here. Hello, hello. This one's a little complicated. What's up? Capital letter, new a dating for all tastes and ages. Emoji with hearts in the eyes. That's so cute. And this is from 69girls.xyz. Okay. All right. Was that spam, guys? Let me know. I'm catching up here. Ty Mueller, they actually have a video of his dad's reaction to 46 = 13. It's hilarious. Really? Oh my God. I got to check that out. Thank you for telling me. All started with bicycle helmets. Laugh out loud. Ty Mueller. AOC actually said, oh my God. Oh. This is what I was telling you, right? Hold on. AOC actually said on live TV that getting rid of the time change, spring forward, fall back, would help with global warming due to less sunlight with the time change. Again, how is she the expert? How is she the expert, guys? How is she the expert? If that girl told me what tampon size to use, I would do the opposite. That's how bad. Okay? Just saying. That's just what came to me right now. Like, I am not even kidding. Drew Dat Underground. There are people not getting the help they need of mental illness. Yeah, I agree. And then they all talk about, especially like people like Lady Gaga, you know, mental illness. And she's on, remember when Oprah was doing that tour right before 2020, right before the co and the BS and the plan and all that bullshit. And I'm like, she's like, I now think I'm rightly medicated. Medication. That's not the cure. And clearly all these other videos that she did after that, I'm like, it's just gone. It's just gone. Like we got to tell the young people that follow this, like, this is just, you don't want to be like this. Because see, this person's not happy. What do you want to be? But see, these kids are growing up. They're like, being famous is equivalent to being happy. Let them hang out with me for a little bit. That's what my interns find out real quick. They're like, oh, wow. Can you want to go out? Oh, come on. Can you go to the club with us and my friends? I'm like, you know, been there, done that. And I still could do it. But, and then once in a blue, I'll do it. And then they're like, oh, when are we going to do that again? I'm like, that's sad. They don't know how to have fun. I mean, I guess my parents were strict and they were old school. And they were like, no, you ain't getting no toys. No, go ahead. Find a stick, do something with yourself. You know what I mean? It works. And I used to be a teacher and it works. You need children to be creative, to figure it out, to be able to play with themselves. Not that they should be alone at all times, but both, right? To share. Like these are, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is by design, guys. Hey, Albert Rios, welcome. How you doing? Hey, let me see. Oh, Linas. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to skip anybody. Welcome. Aloha. What's your name on Rumble? Same thing. Olga S. Pérez, guys. Great question. Thank you. But the link is also in the description below, so you can go there as well. Good evening and God bless. Sama Hamam. Welcome back. Simply Wait, no. Single ply tech. I have a bumper sticker and it says, in quote, my rights don't end where your feelings begin. Ooh, I love that. I'm going to steal that one. That's a good one. Lulu here. For most people, it is easier to give into social pressure and they would rather avoid the critical thinkers. Yeah, absolutely. I understand that. But somebody's got to do it. I mean, even statistically, remember when that cruise ship hit whatever, got too close to the shore in the Mediterranean? That was a couple years ago. And I believe also the captain jumped ship or whatever. Don't quote me if it's because there's been a few cruise ship mishaps. But that one, it was classic where they say there's only like 1 leader to every 300 or one person that tends to be like, all right, well, somebody's got to do it. I'm doing it. You know what I mean? But that's all it takes. Okay. We all have our purpose. Absolutely. Everybody's special. But again, what's good for you is good for me. That's it. Tired of this shit. I'm tired of, double standards. Well, clearly double standards, but why are we even saying that? No, we should be like, no, I'm telling you. I think I said this in a few lives prior to this one where I'm at the bakery, I'm buying a loaf of bread, and this woman's making everybody stay outside. I'm like, who are you? And she's not even wearing a mask. Well, I just know that the owners, that the people that work inside, they just feel more safe. They don't want to be crowded. I'm like, no. And I love the fact that, okay, you think you're a leader, but no, you're really being like, and I don't like using labels, but literally it was like the Karen type. And I was like, and then apparently I start looking like the Karen type because I'm like, hey, either you move out of the door because I don't have time for this. And she was like, and then this woman's like, no. And then, as a matter of fact, she's a professor at Temple here in Philadelphia because she said it. Because now again, I'm an authority. You know, the cases are going up. And I'm like, but you're not wearing a mask. And you're not even 2 feet from me. Get out of my face. But again, this is what I'm thinking, right? But I don't say it that way. I go, yeah, I understand that. If you have a problem, step aside. Okay? You're not an authority. You're not going to tell me to not come in. Let the store owner who can refuse service tell me that. And everyone didn't know. They were just waiting in line like, okay, I guess they're packed in there. And there was 2 people in there. And the thing is, the worst part is I was actually buying bread because I like to buy like the day old bread because I don't like to throw anything away. And, you know, it's discounted price, you know. And why would I wait in line if maybe I go in there and they're like, no, we're already out or we don't have any, you know, day old bread today. You see what I mean? Talking about these people. And then all of a sudden they're looking at me like, and I know, you know, they were judging me for sure, like Trumpster or whatever. And it's like, there was Olga before there was Trump, even if he's older than me. Okay? I don't want to hear this shit. There's nothing new. Like for years, I used to use my elbow. I still do, but I'm just saying, I've been doing it for at least 30 years. Since I can remember, always using my elbow to touch buttons on elevators. Why? Because I saw people picking their nose, scratching their balls. Okay? So I've always had an issue with God knows where these hands are. But when the BS bullshit came out, oh, it totally makes total sense. Nobody noticed before. I mean, they did. They would mention it. They would literally say, oh, that's a good idea. I can see that. But now it's, oh, like I'm complying. Anyway, let's see. Ty Mueller, what else? He said, WHYI said, check out news capital letter by Muses for what you just said. You know, I gotta do Webby. I got my list. I don't know if I'm going to do another reaction video tomorrow. I'm going to try to spread them out because, you know, I want you guys to be like, well, you know what? Maybe I don't know. Like, I never launched this channel to be like a reaction video. It was more just, let me just talk about everything that's out there. And then I reacted to one video because I thought, I'm sure it's going to be something I want to talk about. And then I know I've said it before, but for those of you that are new, yeah. So I'm like, you know, and you know, it's kind of like a lot of pressure. It's like, because if somebody like one reaction and they see another one, they're like, she wasn't as good at this one. It's like, I just want to keep it open and conversive. Hey, Joe Strom. Yeah. Wait, Albert Rios. Olga's on fire today. I guess that's why I've been recommended these songs, right? Because you're like, oh, I wonder how she's gonna act with these. This. Yeah. Our puppy started whining to go out at 1:30 in the morning and notice you're doing your live stream. I'll have to come back to the beginning later. Please do and let me know. How was it? Did you freak out at the beginning? Well, I didn't freak out because good question, but because I actually had watched that video when it first was going around, when it was, I guess, first made public. But yeah, I had no clue that was going to be the beginning of the video. But no, it didn't shock me. It didn't shock me at all. I'm just like, I was actually confused at first thinking, did I click the right one? Is this the Samson video? And then, of course, Samson comes up and I'm like, brilliant. And he kept it so short, but powerful. Love him. Guys, tag him for me. Tag me on his thing. Help me talk to Samson. I gotta have him on the live, guys. Help me out. Anybody know him? Let him know how I think. Oh, that was a spam bop. Oh, wow. I think that was the first time I ever got a spam bop in the live, or at least that I've noticed. Oh, look at that. Like this. Albert Rios. Hispanic means history made us Spanish. Laugh out loud. Just kidding. That's a good one. Yup, girl, it's spam. Guys, thank you for looking out for me. Sama Hamam, I got here late and missed what riled you. Laugh out loud. I don't know about you guys. What's this? Lulu here. Concordia. So, I don't know. Whenever I see somebody else that I follow or I like and I catch them mid-live, like, I'll listen to the first thing that comes when I click play. But I still tend to I can't just go in midway or halfway or whatever, or at the end. I always freaking rewind it. Like, I want to know, just in case I miss something. Or, the natural rhythm. So, yes. Let me know if you think of anything later, what your thoughts were on my reaction. Greatly appreciate it. I love you. It's what keeps me coming back. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Hit the all. That doesn't always work. You got to actively go for it. So I started to, and I put it down in the description below, I am rooting to be able to do the lives consistently Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If it ever changes, guys, bear with me. I have to work because YouTube ain't paying me. But anyway, and help me. Seriously, I'm doing pretty good, but there's no way I would have not gotten to 1,000 with all your love and attention and support and everything. They're not doing it on purpose. In fact, I look at the analytics and they say it shows that most of them is because people just browse and find me. So maybe they're looking for, say, Tom McDonald or whatever subject I'm talking about, or Samson, right? And then they find me, which typically, if you have as much engagement as I'm having, and I've had many people tell me that they've done the research on their back end as well, that no, I should be getting like 100 subscribers a day easy, because I'm not saying I'm the best, but you guys, you and I, we're not the only people out here, and we're not the small minority. I'm sure of it. So, yeah, the more you share it, let's see. But definitely Rumble. This automatically, I have it synced in so that it shows up on Rumble. But Rumble, sometimes it'll show up 2 hours later. Sometimes, not often, but it'll be like hours later, like the next day. That kind of pisses me off. But I used to upload it myself, but I just don't have time. And I am looking forward. I'm looking forward to your support. That's the other reason. All your donations, buy me a coffee, they're all going towards me being able to make the time and showing up and doing more live streams and longer live streams, better live streams to get the help that I need. You know, if you don't know, I just told you. Support me in any way you can. A like is free. Your comments. Okay, oh my God. What a Monday. What a way to start a Monday. Maybe I shouldn't do my live reactions on a Monday. But I know everyone asked me so much for Samson. I'm like, okay, I gotta whip this out. I'm falling behind. Much love, guys. Much love. And until next time, I'll talk to you soon. Have a beautiful, wonderful, amazing day. And don't let the bastards get you down.